Hello everybody, my name is Anvith and I am the violin, viola, and bass teacher here at Hackerz Nightmare and the Anvith Music Studios. Okay, today we will be learning the notes of violin, and hopefully if you memorize these notes good enough, then we will be able to move on and hopefully we'll be going in a month or two. Maybe less? Okay. This is actually a notation software called Notelight, and today we will start on notes, like I said before. Okay. So, the violin notes are in the treble clef. The clef looks like this. And it's basically like a swirly clef. And it's the only one in the orchestra that uses it, the only string instrument. And it's basically the top thing on guitar too. Okay, so now let's start. The lowest note a violin can play is that, and the highest is like I think it's like up there in that region. So the lowest and the highest. So the lowest note once again is just want to see if you're paying attention. Okay. And the highest is like okay. So now let's start learning the actual notes. Okay. So once again, the lowest. Actually, stupid Notelight. Okay. So the lowest. And we're not going to focus on that right now. Right now, we're going to focus on middle C. This is in between the highest and the lowest. It's basically the median, the middle. So it's middle C. And it is located on the A string for R. So this is middle C. C is located on the third line. On the third space. There's 4 spaces and 4 lines. So 4 spaces and 4 lines. It's located on the third space. Remember that. That is C. Okay. Okay. And this is actually called G. This is the G string right here. That is the D string, and after that is the A. So G, D, A. So G is located on like basically negative second space. It's weird. See, we can go below the stop. Right now, this is actually in the bass clef, which I will not get into details about that right now. So this is G. So it's -2. So imagine -2, 0, 2. So -2, 0, 2. And then four. So -2, 0, 2, 4. So -2 is G, 0 is D, and then 2 is A, and then 4 is E. So G, D, A, E. Simple as that. Okay. And the way the Americans do it, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, is actually we only use 8 notes, so 8 characters of the alphabet. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then each one of those is an octave. So there's different octaves too. There's also a worksheet that will be attached to this, and please fill that out so you can learn faster to get to the fun stuff. So 8 notes is 1 octave, and we only go up to G. So the lowest basically is G and the highest is G. So it's like do, do. So G, do. And then if you play two of them together, it will sound like this. So here you go. So 2 octaves. There we go. Sorry, these tutorials will get better. It's just we're having some technical difficulties right now. So also hear the difference. So soon you'll be able to know it. And here, Stephen is going to play a song in G with notes that have G in them. A lot of G. And that has a lot of G in it, and is in, yeah. Okay, so it started on G and then it went crazy. So remember, G, D, A, E. -2, 0, 2, 4. And then, so this is G, okay? G will always be on, not always, the first G that violin can play will always be on a space. And then there is the second G violin can play and is on a line. And that's another note, and that is on a space. So space, line, space, and then there's another 8 notes, and that's on line. So it's line, space, no, space, line, space, line. So space, line, space, line. Very effective. It's very easy to remember. And then now we move on to A. Second note on the G string. Don't worry about the fingerings, we just want to learn the notes. So it starts on a line, it goes to a space, and then it goes to a line, and then it goes to a space. So it's basically like opposite. So it's so G would start on a space, the first note, and then A line, and then another G would be on a line, and then the higher one would be on a space, and then so it's basically like alternating. And then what's after A? B. B. It starts on a space and goes to a line. And then it goes to a space and line. So space, line, space, line. You don't need to know up to this high. You really only need to know up to the higher A, this note, for now. And you only need to know to that. So that to that. Okay. So now we learn the notes in between. So this is G. What is this? A. And then B. So G, A, so space, line, space. So G, A, B. And then line. So G, A, B, C. So, see the pattern here? So it's space, line, space, line. And after that, another space. It goes to D, the D string. So I will make the notes that are the open strings blue. So it's, yeah. So G, A, B, C, D. So space, line, space, line, space. And what's after that? E, and that's a line. And that's not open string because that was just, and every open string, in between every open string is 3 notes. So you know how there's 4 open strings? You can remember that by 3 notes in between. So there's 3 notes in between each thing. So now we're at E. So G open, so it's an open string. A, B, C, D open, E, F, G. You would think that's open string, but nope, not 3 notes, and it is a G, but it's not open. So not all G, D, and A, E's are open. Just the lowest note, and then the one on the space, and then, you know, A, open. So G, space, open. A, line, B, space, C, line, D, open, space, E, line, B, E, F, sorry, my alphabet's wrong today. E, F, flat, space, G, line, A, space. So here we have 3 open strings, the G, the blue, first blue, the D, the second blue, A, the third, and then between there's 3 notes. So the first 3 notes are A, B, C. The second 3 are E, F, G. And then the third 3 would be A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E. There. So now we have all 4 open strings in blue, and then in between there's 3 notes. So this is, repeat after me. So G is the open lowest string, and it's -2. And then there's D, which is the 0. It's basically right under the staff, and there it's also in blue. It's an open string, second string. There's the A, it's the third string. It is and the second space. And here's the E, it's on the fourth space, and it's also open. And did you notice that all of the open strings are on spaces? And then, so it's basically like an alternating pattern. Here, I'll put it in green. See? So ones that are highlighted with any color are on spaces. And the ones that are green are in between the open strings. And then these are on the lines. So now let me put the note names on top. So this is G, G, D, So G, D, A, E, ghost dragons are evil. Remember that from the first video? Yeah. And then now I'm going to put these in lowercase letters. B. Oops. So the capitalized ones are the open strings. The lowercase ones are the spaces in between those strings. And then these I'm going to put a thing underneath them. What? So G, A, B. What's after that? C. So A, B, C. What's after that? On the next line is E. And after that is G. So it's an octave above the first G. That's right. It's an octave above the first G. So I will put that in red. Oh. I was wondering why it looks so weird. Okay. So this is also a G. What is wrong with me? G. And after that, after A will be a B. And after that will be a D. And that, right, is another octave above an open string, so it's red. So right now remember, the blue are the open strings. The green are the spaces, the middle note in between each open string. And the red ones are an octave above the open strings. So the G is the first one in red is an octave. This right here is an octave above the first open string. And this is above the second open string. So this is really all you need to know right now. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, is up to the lowest and highest strings, and in between. So remember to keep that in mind. And this is note fight if you ever want to experiment around, and it tells you the notes and all. So remember to practice, do our worksheets, and practice the notes especially. Try to memorize them without the names on top, okay? You don't need to know any fingering, just the notes and where they're located, okay? And then after that, after E, just for kicks and giggles, that's what my teacher once said, I'm going to continue up to G to finish another full octave. Actually, no, I'm not. I will do that in a different video. So remember, the blue open strings, the green are in between them, in the middle note in between the open strings, and the red ones are octave above the unopened string. So keep this in mind and remember to practice. This is no fight. Okay? Enjoy life and practice. And please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. If you please don't hate on us, because we're just kids and we're just trying to help others and make the most of our lives. So our videos might not be perfect, professional, we're just kids. So please don't dislike, because we're not really trying to do this professionally and get money. We're just trying to help others. Okay? And remember to practice. So we will see you next time. And no play is free unless you get a crescendo account, which costs money. But there is a free account. So, and practice. See ya.